Charles Curtis is the only Vice President of the United States to have had significant Native American ancestry, and he's from Topeka. This is Tim Rencher, the history guy for CJ Online, talking about Curtis, who was born in Topeka 158 years ago today, on January 25th, 1860. Curtis's ancestors included members of the Kaw, Osage, and Potawatomi Indian tribes. Curtis's father, Orrin Curtis, shown here, was of English descent and served as a captain in the Civil War. During his childhood, Charles Curtis alternately lived in Topeka and on a Kaw reservation near Council Grove. As a young man, Curtis worked at various occupations, including racing horses as a jockey. He then became an attorney and was elected Shawnee County prosecutor in 1884. This photo shows a button for a campaign that Curtis, a Republican, mounted seeking to win election representing this area in the U.S. House of Representatives, where he served from 1893 to 1907. Curtis was then elected to the U.S. Senate, where he served from 1907 to 1929. He is shown here riding with President Calvin Coolidge and his wife, Grace, on the day Coolidge was inaugurated in 1925. Curtis became presidential candidate Herbert Hoover's vice presidential running mate in the 1928 election, where they won 4 years in office. Curtis is shown here presenting an award in 1931 to Kansas aviator Amelia Earhart. Hoover's and Curtis's chances for re-election were hurt by the Great Depression, which began in 1929. They lost the 1932 election to Democrats Franklin Delano Roosevelt and John Nance Garner. Curtis died in Washington, D.C. at age 76 in 1936. His former home, which is shown in this photo, still stands in Topeka at 1101 Southwest Topeka Boulevard. Meanwhile, this statue of Curtis stands today outside 820 South Kansas Avenue in downtown Topeka. This is Tim Rencher, the history guy for CJ Online.